Why should we care about the opinions of others so much? That's a question that has been on my mind ever since I was in high school, hell, even elementary school. I've gotten called weird, cringe, strange. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. But I never changed who I was. I stayed being myself for years, even though I've gotten relentlessly bullied for no apparent reason other than the fact that I was practically being myself. But the question still remained in my head. Why don't I give a fuck about what other people think about me nowadays? Why, after years of constant belittling and torment, that I just stopped giving a fuck? I never really had the chance to sit down and think about that until today. So, before I begin, this is not going to be a whole step-by-step guide on how to be confident in yourself and how to get over shit. This is going to just be a video of me trying to give my piece of advice and my 2 cents to all you youngins out there. Before I begin, hello, my name is Sona. Welcome to the Sona YouTube channel. And if you're new here, hello, aloha, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa. Hope you're doing well. Excuse my voice. I had a really bad cold a week ago, and the mucus is still stuck in my throat, and I cannot be as hyper as I really want to right now. With that, let's just move on. No matter what you do on the internet, in the real world, anywhere you are, people are going to have an opinion about you for anything. As I grew into my teenage years, I actually had to teach myself that no matter if it's the way you talk, the way you think, the way you dress, the way you eat, everyone is going to have a comment on anything, especially nowadays because, you know, we have access to social media and all that. People feel like they're protected behind a screen, so therefore they can say wherever the fuck they want. But in reality, it's not that true, and all it takes is a simple, Google search, and you're fucked. And I also did some self-reflecting. I too had some opinions about other people that weren't always positive. And don't sit here and tell me that you guys haven't had your fair share of judging other people. I think the genuine difference is that while some people have the common knowledge to mind their business and keep it to themselves, a lot of other people feel the need to have their opinion thrown out there, so they go online and say some bullshit to try to offend you. I'm not saying if you have an opinion on something you shouldn't vocalize it, but if the opinion is going to hurt the other person's feelings or make them feel like shit for, again, being themselves or simply just doing shit that isn't harming anybody, I feel like you're a dickhead for that. For example, I talk shit about Hazbin Hotel all the time, but do I talk shit about the fans? No. I will never try to be that type of person that hates on you just because you have a different opinion towards me. If you like that show, then you like it. Same thing goes for any piece of media or anything of that sort. But like stated, not everyone is like that. A lot of people will get online and try to convince you that their opinion is right and that you're weird because you're not conforming to what they think is normal. So over time, knowing that, I just learned to not take everything so personal. I'm not saying to let everyone walk all over you and not to defend yourself. Trust me, as soon as somebody hits me with some disrespectful shit, I'm the first person to clock them as soon as that shit happens. But you kinda just have to defend yourself and move on with your life. Try not to linger on the fact that people are saying horrible shit about you, because be so for real, other people in this earth will probably say the same shit to them. I'm a firm believer of karma. Whatever you dish out will come right back to you. So I feel like if you want to dish out some disrespectful shit will be dished out to you anytime soon. I just, I speed up the process. I seem like I have a short fuse, but I really don't. I'm just giving you what you deserve. Anywho. Strengthening your identity, or rather who you are, is something that in adult life you're gonna have to deal with. Or rather not deal with, but learn how to do it. There's a lot of people who live their life constantly fitting into a box or trying to fit into a box. And once they reach the prime age of 60 or 70 years old, they're thinking in their head, damn, I wasted my fucking life trying to seem cool to these people or trying to appeal to X, Y, and Z when I should have been focusing on myself. If we were all the same, the world would be so boring. It genuinely hurts to see how so many people are trend hoppers and trend followers because they want to fit in and try to be the same as the next person or next person. Have some individuality. Jesus. It's cool that you're different. And I feel like people being different is what makes the world a better place. I need different people. We need different people. You need different people. Because, again, it'll be pretty sucky if we keep seeing the same people over and over and over with the same goddamn personality. That'll drive me insane. When you're living life, you gotta focus on what you bring to the table. Your strengths, your talents, your everything. The only person that you're stuck with for the rest of your life is you. So you gotta focus on you. That ain't selfish, that's fact. Sometimes people be seasonal. The friend next to you right now could leave right tomorrow. The person next to you who you're with, who you are in love with, could break up with you. I'm not trying to be negative. God hope that your shit succeeds and you guys stay friends and together forever. But at the end of it, who really got you if they both leave? Or you got nobody? You gotta be confident in yourself to know that you'll survive by your own. You gotta be your own cheerleader. You gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta be comfortable with your lonesome. And I know y'all can do that shit, because if I can, then fuck, bro, y'all can do that shit too. All my subs, all the people that I know could do that shit. You don't gotta be perfect. You don't have to change yourself for that boy or that girl to love you. You don't gotta be this way or that way for friends to think you're cool or to make friends. You don't gotta be any form of way other than who the fuck you are. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to be imperfect. You don't gotta go around trying to be everybody's favorite. Once you stay being yourself with all the imperfections, the people that you genuinely deserve will come to you. You just gotta be patient with yourself. This is something that I told myself for months straight, to allow myself to be imperfect and to make mistakes. Nobody's scanning you every second of the day to see what kind of bullshit you do. Nobody's going on your page thinking, damn, what is Rainbow Kitty 123 doing today? I'm gonna make fun of them for any reason possible. And if they do that shit, bro, they're miserable as fuck. Cause normal everyday people are too wrapped up in their own lives to genuinely care so much about what you do. It feels good for some people to say that you're doing a great job in everything that you do. It feels good to get complimented. It feels good to be called pretty. But your every action doesn't need to be seeking constant validation. In other words, you do not need constant validation to impact your self-worth. Whenever you wake up, hell, even right now, go up to a mirror, or if you don't got a mirror, look at your phone and tell yourself in your head or out loud that you're the shit, and ain't nobody gonna tell you different. You don't need other people to roll out red carpets for you. You could roll your own red carpet and throw your own diamonds to support who the fuck you are. Cause again, you're the shit. You're awesome. And you gotta keep telling yourself that. I get it, bro. It's hard. It's hard to have self-confidence. I've been fucking bullied. I'll say it. I've been bullied. I've been bullied for my stuttering problem. Hell, I'm lucky that the day of editing exists nowadays, because holy shit, I curse way too much because I don't want to stutter or stumble over my words. I have probably a speech impediment or some shit, I don't know. I got bullied because I was trying to be friends with the special ed kid. I got bullied for being nice. It's fucking sucky. It sucks. People can be cruel as fuck. I'm aware of that. That's why I'm trying to say, in the most rawest way I can, be confident in yourself. People could be mean to you for anything nowadays. For reference, I'm a freshman in college and I tried giving a compliment to somebody and they mean mugged me. A lot of people actually mean mugged me. I'm on a Discord server and I'm not gonna say specifics because you know I'm not trying to get into any drama, but let's just say two people in that Discord server treated me like shit. One of them even said that they would help me kill myself. Yeah, what the hell? Granted, I was joking about, you know, blowing my brains off, hence the /J, and I'm trying to cope with the fact that maybe they were joking too. And again, I don't know, because they went ahead and said that I was weird for being gender fluid and ended up calling me white, even though I'm a half-blooded Hispanic. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican, but I will say for sure I did get whitewashed and I look white as fuck. So, hey, you know, maybe they're onto something. I don't know. I hate the fucker. But again, I won't take it personal. Because, hey, maybe they were joking. Maybe I took it wrong. Which, you know, that actually leads me to something else. Sometimes people say jokes that they don't even mean. People express themselves differently is what I'm trying to say. I have so many encounters of all the times I took shit out of context about what people have said about me or about what I liked. I automatically assumed that people were judging me or that the whole world was against me. Come to find out, that was beyond the truth. 99% of people could care less about who the fuck you are. You're walking in the street, unless you're like Kim Kardashian or some other big ass celebrity, nobody's going to drop to their knees at every little thing that you do. Hell, even if you are a celebrity, you're still a human being. There's over 8 billion people in this planet. I can guarantee you that over 8 billion people could not give a fuck about what you do. Shit that runs rent-free in your mind that you did in 2020 bullshit or 19-something 8, nobody's gonna care. Unless you murdered somebody or something under that category. The point I'm trying to make is that not everybody is gonna hate you. There's gonna be a few bad apples, yeah, sure, but not everybody's gonna hate you. This is gonna sound really morbid, but it really works to get your mind out of the funk and out of the negativity that it feeds you every day. Imagine you're in hospice right now. The doctor comes in, yo gang, you got a year left to live. You go home. You're sobbing, you're crying, you're a mess. You go to sleep, you wake up the next day. I can promise you that if you know in your head you only got a year to live, you are not going to worry about the opinions of nobody, bro. You're going to live the way you want to live because it is your life at the end of the day. And any other people that mean mugs you or side-eyes you can go kick rocks because you're dying. I feel like as humans, we forget that we're not going to be on this planet for long. I think that's why the constant stereotypes and how are we supposed to live in this world just keep getting implemented in us from the moment that we are born to the moment that we die. Because I think people tend to forget that we have free will and we can live however the fuck we want. I feel like when others see people who actually use their free will as it's intended, they get pissed off because they're just kind of staring at you and they're like, damn, why are they being so cringe and yada yada yada. In reality, you're just living the life you want to live. Please do not twist my words. I'm not saying use your free will to go be a racist and go be a sexist or just use your free will to harm people. What I am saying is, if you want to become an animator, go become an animator. If you want to become a carpenter, go be a carpenter. If you want to be a programmer, go be a programmer. If you want to have a family, try to have a family. Try to be better, is what I'm trying to say. Live your life so it can fulfill you and it can lift other people up. We need more positivity. We need less negativity. We need more love. We need less hate. I ain't saying be the most perfect angel in the world and be the wokest of the woke or whatever the hell, because I'm beyond that. But what I'm trying to say is try to be decent. Try to be good. Try to be chill. If somebody has something to say about that, then they can go fucking suck a dick. I don't know. I'm trying to be raw. Anywho, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I think I'm gonna yap my ass off if I keep going and going and going. My apologies if this video is everywhere. Remember, I don't use scripts for any of my shit, so I just say anything that comes to mind. I'm trying to be raw and honest. Oh yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go because this whole recording is long as hell. Excuse me.